Hi everybody, this is the Flat Cap Cafe Racer out on my Royal Enfield 500 today. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time. And I've got Mr. Bill up there on his new Rocket 3. Say hello, Mr. Bill.
Hey, good morning everybody. It's a beautiful day in Idaho.
Yeah. Well, we're taking a little ride up to Idaho City for some lunch, I think. Yeah, that's what's going to be, lunch.
Yeah.
So, we got a couple things going on with the Tigers here. One of my, I don't think he's a subscriber, Bill, but Hot Pocket DE watched one of the videos where we were changing the sprockets on our Tiger 900s. If you guys remember, we changed the front and rear sprockets on them. We did that on my 21 Tiger. We did it on Bill's 22 Tiger. We did it on my 23 Tiger with no issues at all. And but when we did it to Bill's 24 Tiger, they got the engine fault light illuminated, and that's not unusual from what I'm hearing from everybody.
Yep.
So Hot Pocket DE recommended we try changing the rear ABS ring on there. Currently the slots, there's 50 slots, I call them slots,
Yeah.
in that rear ABS ring. And what he did was, by changing his, I think, to a 47, I think that's what he changed his to.
Correct.
And he was able to get rid of the fault light and also correct some of the speedometer error. Normally, I think both of our bikes are normally about 5 miles an hour optimistic at 70, normally. And I could live with that, I guess. But on my 23 bike, unfortunately, I didn't realize this, but when I put the new Road 6s on there, they gave me a 150/60 17 tire instead of a 150/70 tire. Well, that 150/60 makes my speedometer about 4% read faster than it really is. So now I've went from 5 miles an hour being too fast, reading too fast, to reading almost 8 or 9 miles an hour according to the GPS.
Oh no.
So the Hot Pocket DE recommended a company called Send Cut Send. Isn't that right, Bill?
Yes, send, cut, send.
So we got to looking at that, and we're going to get, and since we changed the front and back sprockets, we're going to go to a 45 slot ABS ring on the rear. And yeah. Bill got those ordered, and when are they coming in, Bill?
They I got a message last night that they were shipped, so hopefully we'll see them by Friday or Saturday.
So yeah, that's a good thing. So if we get them Friday or Saturday, what we'll do is we'll go down to Bill's house and we'll put them on the two Tiger 900s. Now, additionally, most bikes, I think most motorcycles, the speedometers read too fast, anyway. And I noticed that the other day I was just trying out the GPS on my Tiger Sport 800. It was reading, 4 or 5 miles an hour fast also. And it just so happens the ring is supposed to fit the Tiger Sport 800 also.
Yep.
But instead of getting a 45, because we haven't changed the sprockets in the Tiger Sport 800, we're just going to get 47, so it can help correct the speedometer error. I don't know if I'm going to put that on before we take our trip or not, because I don't want to change something right before we take the trip that I can't fix,
Yeah.
The Tiger 900, I don't think it's going to bother it one way or another. I think for Bill's sake, for sure, he needs to change that, get rid of that fault light. And it'll help correct his speedometer error should go back to about nothing.
Yeah.
However, the ring I'm going to get is not going to fully correct the speedometer error, I don't believe, because I got my rear tire is different than the stock, so it will make it better. It'll probably bring it back to where it was before, 4 or 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was thinking when I did the math on that the correction on my Tiger should be within 1 or 1.5 mile an hour of true on the fast side.
Yeah.
So I did not do a calculation with that 60 aspect ratio tire.
No, it adds another 3 or 4%.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
No, it's okay. We'll correct it back to get it back to in the ballpark anyway. I don't want it 8 or 9 miles an hour off.
No, 1 to 3 is livable.
Yeah, if I could get 3, I'd be joyous if I could get 3. But
yeah. It helps keep me out of trouble having it 1 to 3 fast.
Anyway, that's what we're going to do. If we get it in, we'll do a little video of it and see how that worked, and we'll let you know, because we need to take them out, because we're going to be leaving the next Saturday, following Saturday, on our trip.
Yeah.
We got 4 people going on the trip. That's myself, Bill, my nephew Tim, and Rapid Roy.
Yeah, Rapid Roy has decided to come along. I told him he could use my Bonneville. The great news is I asked him if he would try my new helmet with the communicator in it, and he tried it, and he loved the way it fit, and the little test ride that we took, he chatted the whole time. So
Roy's not a big on, just to let you folks know, he's not big on communicators. We've been trying to get him to put a communicator in his helmet for a long time, so that's a big step. That'll be really nice on this trip.
Yeah.
So we're using 2 of my bikes and 2 of Mr. Bill's bikes on this trip.
Yeah.
Going for it. Here I go.
You want me to push?
Oh, shut up. Try to keep up.
I'm pedaling.
Okay. 70 miles an hour. I'm backing this baby down. I don't want to tear up the road.
Woo-wee.
Well, folks, I think this is about it for us today. We're going to be rolling into Idaho City pretty soon. I'm moving at light speed right now. And Mr. Bill, you want to tell him goodbye?
I do want to tell him goodbye and thank you for riding along. It's always a beautiful day in Idaho.
Well, mostly it is. Yes, it is. So everybody, bye, y'all.